Well, moving on to our other big political story today, indicating that he may not be in the race for becoming the BJP's prime ministerial candidate, L.K. Advani today said that the Sangh Parivar and the party had given him much more than what the prime minister's post ever will. Now, he said this after meeting the RSS chief in Nagpur. The RSS chief was said to be unhappy that Advani, in fact, had thrown his hat in the ring by announcing his anti-corruption yatra.
Are you in the running for 2014 or not?
It's not a question, it's a suggestion for action.
Less than 3 hours later, after his meeting with the RSS chief Mohan Bhagwat in Nagpur, the tone was less certain.
मैं संघ का स्वयंसेवक बना, जितना मुझे अपने सहयोगी कार्यकर्ताओं से मिला है और जितना देश ने मुझे दिया है, वो प्रधानमंत्री पद से काफी अधिक है.
Sources say the RSS has made it clear that Advani should only play a mentor to young leaders. In fact, they say his plan to go on a nationwide Rath Yatra has received a conditional note from the Sangh that during it, Advani will not project himself in the top race.
There are reports that the RSS wants you to make it absolutely clear that you're not in the running for 2014.
There are reports. We'll ask those reporters.
With this, the leadership race in the BJP takes an interesting turn. Narendra Modi has positioned himself for the top job, while a Yatra war starts within the NDA combine. Nitish Kumar has announced his own Yatra, which will help him to stay out of Advani's. Like salt to his wounds, this tweet from Congress's Digvijay Singh, Advaniji going to Nagpur for blessings and direction to RSS headquarter for the Yatra on corruption. Is RSS an extra-constitutional authority?
He came, he saw, but there's lots left to conquer, as BJP's well-known Yatri stumbles on his way to 7 Racecourse Road. In Nagpur with Sanjay Tiwari, Ketki Angre for NDTV.
Well, one of the most interesting things that happened today was that Mr. Advani was repeatedly asked by journalists, especially the television kind, about whether he was in the race to be the prime ministerial candidate of the BJP, and every time he had a rather interesting answer.
A lot being conjectured about whether the RSS is pressurizing you on pulling out your name from the 2014 elections.
No. It's the people who know the functioning of the RSS and the BJP and the BJP's relations with RSS. This kind of question would not arise. It's not there in the whole. And therefore it is that as a journalist, I sometimes feel sympathetic to my fellow journalists.
Are you in the running for 2014 or not?
It's not a question, it's a suggestion for action.
अडवाणी जी, बीजेपी में से प्रधानमंत्री पद के दावेदारी की बात निकली है, क्या आप दावेदार हैं?
मैं तो इतना ही कहूँगा कि मैं संघ का स्वयंसेवक बना, बाद में जनसंघ का बना, फिर बीजेपी का बना. मैं समझता हूँ कि जितना मुझे इन संस्थाओं से मिला है, संगठनों से मिला है और जितना मुझे अपने सहयोगी कार्यकर्ताओं से मिला है और जितना देश ने मुझे दिया है, वो प्रधानमंत्री पद से काफी अधिक है. आउटस्टैंडिंग लीडर ऑफ द बीजेपी एंड आई वुड थिंक दैट ही इज केपेबल ऑफ discharging every responsibility that the party assigns to him.
And that's why Mr. Advani is the good politician that he is. So we're asking tonight, why can't Advani be Prime Minister at the age of 85, which is what he will be when the next election rolls around? Joining us now for that segment, two young politicians, Union Minister Sachin Pilot and BJP spokesperson Shaina NC, who joins us from Mumbai. Sachin, this must be rather interesting for you to watch this tussle that's going on in the BJP. How does the Congress and you yourself look at Mr. Advani's ambitions?
Well, I think that's a decision that the Bharatiya Janata Party has to take for itself as to who will lead that party going into 2014 Lok Sabha polls. But I think what's clearly coming out is the multiple fault lines and the levers and the power play that is now become sort of a drama in the BJP as in the NDA. Clearly the BJP is guided and controlled by the RSS, which it's very obvious now. But I think this factionalism is something that's an internal matter of the BJP, so it's not for me to comment. But yes, it seems rather ambitious for so many people to throw their hat into the ring. Someone is doing a yatra, someone is keeping a fast, all posturing and a public display of ambition. perhaps may not be the best thing for the BJP. But again, I refrain from giving advice to the Bharatiya Janata Party, which is unsolicited. So I will refrain from doing that.
Although you didn't refrain from giving your comments, but let me ask you, you're a young leader yourself. So when you look at an 83-year-old Mr. Advani still aspiring for the top post, how does that make you feel? Do you think it's time for all political parties to make way for younger leaders?
Well, I think that's the decision each party takes for itself. And I can say for the Congress party, as an organization, we've been very flexible and dynamic in allowing younger people to come to the fore, whether at the district level or the national level. And I think the aspirational people in political organizations have to be given the platform to deliver on their talents and their skills that they've acquired. But that decision again depends on the political entity. But as far as the BJP is concerned, I think more than Mr. Advani, it's so many other groups that are now active in looking at who will be the front runner for the Lok Sabha polls. But I think they're putting the cart before the horse, which is the fact that they first must get the people's mandate, which is a far more important thing to do than to see who will lead the party and become the Prime Minister. That is still wide open. As far as I'm concerned, we think that we've done a good enough job to be able to win the next elections in 2014.
NDTV's cricket app, Android and iPhone, fastest scorecard, special analysis and much more. Download free. ndtv.com/apps.